Hello, so today's reading is going to be about why did they fall in love with you? And we have three piles, and I'm also going to be answering three questions, plus, whatever kind of comes through as well. So the first question is going to be, what did they notice about you the first time they met you? Question number two is, how do you make them feel when you're around? And then question number three is, what do they love about you? So I realized while reading the the title that this could definitely be used for someone from the past that was in love with you. Um, but obviously, it could also be about someone right now in in the physical in this moment in time for you. But you know, it's really up to you, whoever you have in mind in regards to this reading. So pile number one, you guys are rose quartz. This is a little heart. Pile number two is tiger's eye, and it's also a little heart. I'm not sure if it's picking it up, but it is. And then pile number three, you're the tiniest little heart in the world. This is a Dalmatian jasper. So, oh, go ahead. This one almost gets lost in there. Go ahead and pick your piles, and then I'll see you in your reading. Hello, pile one. If you guys picked the rose quartz heart, this is going to be your reading. So we are going to be looking into why does this person love you? Why did they fall in love with you? Or why do they love you right now? Okay. So just like everything, every time that everything's pre-shuffled, every little bundle of cards is going to answer a specific question. So we are starting with question number one, which is, what did they notice about you when they first met you? Like the first thing that kind of called their attention. Okay. So this is the Two of Wands, and this is the Two of Cups. But in this deck, this is also Temperance. So that is really interesting. 2 could be very significant for your connection, actually. Also the number 4. Maybe you guys are life path 2, and so is this person. Or maybe your life path 4. Something about life path is significant here. Heavy Sagittarius energy as well for you guys. This person definitely noticed that you stood your ground. You weren't afraid of like speaking up for what you believe in, especially if it's coming from a place of emotional awareness and the emotional intelligence that you naturally have. And also, you're not afraid to speak up for others. I'm getting that right away for some reason as well. Again, something about you being very set in your ways, but in the best kind of way, okay? Also, they notice how your energy is kind of healing, and you just naturally replenish those around you. Maybe without you knowing, or without you kind of, not maybe you do know, but it's unintentional, but it comes from a natural place. Again, your energy very healing, very nurturing as well. Again, you're also not afraid to like communicate what your needs and wants and expectations are, not just from your person here that we're reading about, but just like in general. They also like that. They do realize that sometimes it comes across as a little bit of conflict, but they it's almost like it's a passionate conflict. It's like in the best ways. It's not a conflict per se. It's more of like, maybe your communication style is very direct, but they like that, so it's okay. Oh my goodness, yeah, you guys are little sweethearts. That's so cute. Ooh, me talks, repairing and body, mind, and spirit. That there's that temperance energy, that healing energy. You embody that because you are that. You very much you pour it on yourself first. Like this is something that you do for yourself. So then naturally, wherever you are as well, it just exudes from you. All right, let's see the otter because I think that's really cute. I'm just picturing, you know how the otters, like, they float around and while they sleep, they hold each other's hand or something. Is that the otters or is that something else? Maybe I'm confusing the animals, but I just think that's freaking adorable. Their little hands are so cute. Okay. Yeah, unstructured joy, playfulness, and contentment. That's you. You guys are so cute. They definitely noticed. Um, there's a contrast here. They noticed your directness and like your, again, the standing up for what you want and need and everything like that. Standing up for others as well. Your sweetness, your natural ability to just care for those around you, but then also look your playfulness. Maybe you're someone who, like, I'm seeing someone who's humorous, is like the humor that you have, it's more of like playfulness. It could be a little bit sarcastic sometimes. Sometimes it could be a little bit more like I don't know. I'm just seeing someone who roasts other people a bit, but not in a bad way. It's more like it's playful. It's playful. There's something about you having like a very childlike energy as well. Not immaturity, but just like, again, feeling like everything can be playful, everything can be resolved, and not taking life too seriously. And honestly, this is probably something that you had to work on. You had to heal certain aspects of yourself to get to this energy. But this person didn't even realize that you've ever had to like get to this point. They just saw you as this, period. But maybe getting to know you, eventually they realize that you had to go through a lot to be in this energy. All right, that's beautiful. So, question number 2. Now we are answering. How do you make them feel when you're around? I'm intrigued because of how, oh wow, 10 of Pentacles? This person's definitely in love with you. Like, there's no, look at that. What did I say? Wow. Ace of Cups. Yeah. And the Magician? Are you fucking kidding? That is crazy cool. Okay. Wow. You make them feel like they can do anything, accomplish any of the goals. You make them feel loved. You make them feel seen. You make them feel like they're capable of anything. Like, and you make them feel like a magician. You make them feel like they have all the tools that they need. With the Ace of Cups, obviously, you make them feel loved. And when the Ten of Pentacles, again, there's that they can accomplish anything, even like the most challenging thing. You being there around them just makes them feel capable. Also makes them feel like they want to strive towards this as well. Wow, you are just amazing. This person really loves you. It's And the reason why you bring this out of them, right? You make them feel this way is because of how supportive and nice and just encouraging your energy is, and it makes sense up here. But again, it all stems from you having to have gone through a lot in order to now be this person who blindly supports and makes people feel good. And I also have to add, it's all a give and take with you, right? So this person equally makes you feel kind of the same way, or else you wouldn't be like exuding this kind of energy, right? That makes sense. Wow. Wow. The fates. I don't know what's up with Pile 1. Every time I do a reading with this deck, Pile 1 always gets the fates. And this card to me is divine counterpart energy, and it makes sense. It makes sense here. It's like you've unlocked the magic within this person and they have done the same for you. And it all comes from this love that you both share. It's quite beautiful. Look at that. Pine Spirit purification, the detox thing, you also make them feel like cleansing. You have like this cleansing energy about you. You could be very magical, because you bring that out of them. You almost make them believe in the impossible when it comes to spirituality, but also like just like in their life in general. Like they believe in the impossible because you believe in the impossible, and you bring that forward so easily, so candidly, that it's just like you make them feel like you're soulmates for one another as well. They definitely feel like you're a soulmate or high level soulmate, counterpart, twin flame. They feel some kind of way about you that's unexplainable to them. The only way that they can even put it into words, I would say, it's like you're fated to be together. Like your love is written in the stars. Like, wow, they love you, period, point blank. I don't, whoever this is, if this is someone from your past, they're still in love with you. And if this is someone that you're in a connection with right now, they love you. It's undeniable. Like, it's here. Let me clear this out because I just want to focus on the last part, which is what do they love about you besides everything else that we just mentioned? So I feel like the whole reading has been about the things that they love. Wow, look at that. Healing again. And the stars again. There's something about stars with you too. Courage. Makes sense. You've been through a lot and you've gotten through it. And this is why you bring such good energy into others. I find the inner strength to face my fears with confidence. That is you right there. Ooh, we the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Wow. Water, okay. Reflection, kindness, and compassion. Yeah. I mean, it's right there. I mean, I think the whole reading has been pretty clear that this is definitely how they view you and how they feel about you. They love you for who you are, period. That's it. There's nothing else to add in that sense. Like, they truly do see you for your best qualities. Not saying that you're not someone who, like, it's all love and light. Like, there's obviously many facets to you. But this person cannot help but see all the good that you bring, all the good that you are, okay? You don't even have to, it's not that you necessarily have to like use whatever goodness you have to add to this person's life. No, it's not about that. It's not about what you give them. It's about who you are, and that's it. You're very healing. You're very open-minded. You're very balanced. You make those around you feel like the impossible is possible. I'm even like getting emotional now, just tapping into this energy, because this is, wow. They recognize that they've come to the realization, is what I want to say, that your gentleness comes from a place of having to struggle a lot. Maybe you struggled a lot in your life, and it didn't break you and it didn't harden you. It made you more kind and more loving and more compassionate. That is, wow, that is impressive, Pao One. Very impressive. You have a lot of deep love. There's something mystical about you. They also feel like they've had past lifetimes with you, I have to add. It's been like a rebirth again and again and again. It's almost like they feel like you find each other in every lifetime or every other lifetime or something like that. This person feels very lucky to have found you in this lifetime. They feel very fortunate. They know it's not a coincidence. Again, there's something about them really feeling like it's meant to be between you two. With the Fate card, I was getting that right away. You could be an Aquarius, or I'm seeing Aquarius Venus placements. I'm also seeing Moon in Aquarius, or your sun, your star sign could be definitely Aquarius. Or it could be this person, but I feel like you have Aquarius placements as well. Maybe also with courage, I'm thinking Leo placements as well. Water, obviously, you know, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio could be significant as well for you. This person could also like the way that you love being in the ocean or being around water. But also, again, with the water, you're very psychic, you're very intuitive, you're very loving, very healing energy that you have here. You go with the flow kind of thing. Very easygoing energy, very easygoing. Even my demeanor right now, I'm usually more like, I don't know, maybe I'm louder or something. And I feel very calm tapping into your energy here. I think that's really beautiful. I'm just going to pull one card here from the unicorns, just to close off your reading. Let's see. Whatever wants to come through here, I'm just, I usually do this for advice, but I don't think we need any advice. I just think we just want a card. That's it. Look at that. Oh my God, I love it. Intuition. This is you. This is your water energy. Oh, yeah, she's not in the water, but doesn't she look like she's in the water? Okay. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. I think you do this already. They admire this about you as well. Wow. You're just a magical being, aren't you? This is beautiful. Thank you so much, Pawon, for letting me read for you. I really hope that you have an amazing day, and I hope that this reading brought you a little bit of boost and it kind of made you realize how amazing you make people feel. And I'll see you in the next one. Hello, Patu. So if you guys picked the tiger's eye, that just completely like, I forgot the name. If you pick the tiger's eye little heart, this is going to be your reading. So we're going to be looking into 3 major questions about why this person loves you. The first question we are looking into is, what did they notice about you when they first met you? Ace of Wands. And this is also the strength card in this deck. Okay. There's something about your eyes being super intense. Like, your eye contact could be very intense. The way that you're just passionate about everything that you do. Also wearing your heart in your sleeve. Having a lot of love for people. Everyone around you kind of like also took them by surprise. Almost like they noticed that right away. You have a very big heart. Ooh, King of Pentacles. You're very grounded, very sure of yourself. Maybe you don't have to be a masculine energy, but you definitely embody a lot of masculine energy when it comes, and it makes sense. You have a lot of drive, you have a lot of like, whatever you're passionate about, you pursue it wholeheartedly. You could also be an earth sign or a fire sign, but I don't know why earth is so significant. Something about you worked with this person, or you used to work with this person, and that's where you guys met each other maybe. Or maybe they noticed you at work, like they were a customer of yours or something like that as well. Wow, the peacock, okay. Really interesting. You're a character, like quite literally you are, but also, you know how the peacock is beautiful? The plumage of the peacock is beautiful. This deck, the book that describes this card is really insightful, and it speaks about how The peacock is beautiful because its beauty comes from within. Its plumage is beautiful because the beauty is from within. I'll read it for you guys so I can do it justice, because I don't think I'm doing it justice. But you guys are beautiful because you shine from within. You know, everything that's outwardly for people to see, it's because you truly embody it. It's really who you are. You're very authentic as well. Wow, look at that. Dancing on one foot, balancing act. The number 9 could be very significant. You could be someone, definitely, I'm getting the vibe of like working or being at work or something, and then you're just like, you're all over, and maybe you're like a supervisor or something like that, and you're very much like attentive to your people, to your team, or and even the customers notice it. Like you're just on top of everything. You're kind of like making sure everything's running smoothly or something like that. I don't know why that keeps coming up, but I'm sure that'll make sense for some of you. Remember, I'm reading for a collective, so like whatever, if it makes sense to you, then you know it is for you. But not everything has to fit, I guess. Not, I guess, I know. All right, peacock. This is it. This is it. I have it here. The beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. That's you. So it says inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. That's you. That's you. Balancing everything out. Not letting things kind of get to you. You don't harbor any kind of resentment or anything. You don't hold anything against anybody. You kind of experience life as it goes. Like if today someone did such and such, you communicate, you kind of get it out of the way, and boom, you move on. Very authentic energy. Very much like you take people off face value. You give people second chances. It's not even about giving chances. It's almost like you like to clean the slate and just let people be who they are around you. You make people very comfortable to be who they are as well, but it's because you yourself are very comfortable. That's really beautiful. The pickup type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of self and others. Literally, you are very accepting of everybody. That's why you're beautiful. It's like you could be beautiful physically as well. You definitely are. You have to be, because we have it here. But that's another thing that this person noticed about you. Your character. You're very beautiful. You stand out from the rest. But they come to realize that it's because you shine from within. So when in balance, confident and kind. When out of balance, can digest situations. To bring into balance, meditation on the navel, whatever that means. Okay, so this person has nothing but amazing things to say about you. And it makes sense. You know what? I know it's silly, but when I decided to do this reading, I don't know, it just came out of nowhere. I was like, why did they fall in love with you? I just wanted to answer that question. And then I was looking, like I was trying to figure out what questions I wanted to answer, period. And I was not expecting such beautiful things to come through, to be quite honest with you. But it makes sense because this is why they love you. So this is someone that really admires who you are, and they've done so from day one. Day one, you've just come across as such a powerful, beautiful being. All right. So how do you make this person feel? The moon. 4 of Cups. Okay. And the Tower. Major arcana between these two energies. Very interesting. Before I even move on to these. Whew, wow. You could honestly make this person feel a little bit lost. A little bit like they have to It's almost like they have to really get to know themselves. You've awakened maybe some kind of, there's some triggers here or something like that. But in between all of this energy that you kind of make, you've made this person second guess a lot of things, or not second guess, but rethink, revalue. You've also made this person kind of coming into this person's life. Maybe they're perceiving it as you, but it's actually like the alignment between you two has caused certain tower moments for them. Certain, like, the tower is actually making me think of shadow work. Like, they've had to really dig deep and to figure out who they truly are. You've made them, maybe you're a mirror to them, so you've made them really dive deep into their psyche to figure out who they are, what they want to do, who they truly want to be in this life, if they're on the right path or not. Like, there's just a lot that you bring forth. But all along, they also realize that you are the answer to their prayers when it comes to love as well. Like, they were unsatisfied, and they've been unsatisfied with past relationships. And here you are swooping in. It's almost like they realize that this love between you two, it's an offer from the universe. It's an offer from the divine. It's not, and it's something that they deserve as well, but they recognize that they also have to accept it. Okay, really interesting. You guys could be like in separation from this person at this time. And it is because of this, because they have to deal with how you make them feel, okay? And they have to realize that it's not you causing things, it's them recognizing, because they're in your energy, the things that they need to change or adjust or do for their own self-growth. You also make them grow, not just spiritually, but emotionally. There's emotional growth that they need to get through. You have triggered that in them. Not necessarily even you. They don't need you for this, but coming across your energy and connecting with you, falling in love with you, which maybe they deny it with this Four of Cups. They might be denying that they're in love with you, but they truly are, because, hello. Maybe realizing that they're in love with you is a tower moment for them as well. Very interesting. Ooh, yeah. No place like home. A lot of healing here in the back. So this image is this image. And this image in this deck always makes me think of growth and the expansion of one's soul, like as you are in a spiritual path. Healing is not linear, it's circular. You think you're going around and around, but really you're changing, and slowly but surely you change your behavior, you change who you are, your responses to certain things. There's a lot of healing that you bring to this person, and you feel like home to them. You feel like your home, their soul can come home to yours. That is, wow. That is intense. Makes sense. It's a very intense kind of love. You make them feel very intensely. Almost like they feel like they could be a little bit of out of control when they're around you. Not in a bad way, in like dangerous way. Out of control in the sense of like, you trigger them. There's no other way to say it. You trigger them. Look at that. Aspen Spirit, courage, number 3. You give them, you make them realize that they can also be courageous. They have the strength just like you do, but they're the ones who have to arrive at that conclusion. They're the ones who have to arrive at home, which is their soul. You've triggered this person into soul growth. Or realizing that they love you has led them to want to grow at a soul level, because they want to be a partner to you. They want to match your energy. You have inspired this person. Sometimes they resent that a bit, I have to say, because I'm picking it up. They might resent that a bit, but overall, they're more thankful for this change than anything. This card being 50, so that's coming down to 5, and 5s are usually about change. The fact that we have two major arcana here as well. Well, and another one up there, but and the moon and the tower being together, that is interesting too. Very interesting. Something about consecutive numbers being significant in this connection, like 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. I don't know why. I'm just getting that. 999 is also could be very significant for you. Anything that you see here could be confirmation for you, I'm hearing as well. Pisces energy is intense. Scorpio energy is also intense. The moth, the peacock, the lion. All right, let's move on to the last question. I'm very intrigued now because I feel like, I don't know if you guys are together or not. Not that that matters, to be honest, but in the first part, the way that they were seeing you, like the way that you came across the first time they met you, like, and then how you make them feel was such like a contrast. It's almost like this person could be going to growth to be able to like come into union with you, but maybe you are together. I'm not sure. All right, so the last part, which I think is going to be very significant, is why do they love you? What do they love about you? All right. I'm telling you, judgment. They know that you're divinely sent. You're divinely guided towards each other. Um, every time that I see this card, and like whenever this angel reminds me of the angel that's also in the Lovers card. But this is Angel Gabriel, the messenger, God's messenger. Like literally, they know that you're God sent. And they love you for it, but they also resent you for it because of the growth. Because I feel like judgment in this case also signifies like they have to do a lot of growth, a lot of looking in the mirror. This connection makes them look in the mirror, makes them look at the things that they need to improve, makes them want to improve it, not just look at them. Because I feel like maybe in the past they have recognized certain behaviors that are not favorable, that they don't want to keep around, but because whoever they're with doesn't challenge them enough to like change or something, or doesn't inspire them or whatever it is, they never get to it. But you make them really reconsider who they are. Oof, yeah. Look at that life lesson there. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. You know what I'm getting? It's almost like they realize this is your energy. Like I said, this is you. You're very accepting of others. You don't point fingers. You realize that everyone's just on their own path. You're very loving and empathetic in that way. And they almost resent you for it, but they love it as well. It's almost like a double-edged sword here for you too. But it goes perfectly with this. It's like almost the divine is saying like, it's okay if you feel like you fucked up in this connection. They also feel that way. Like they feel like if they communicate with you about something that they've done wrong, or they feel like it was a mistake between you two, like you will be very understanding. You're just like, we're just here to learn and like grow at a soul level. It's okay. There's nothing to feel bad about. Oh, losing your grip, coping mechanism, destiny, addiction, and let God in. You've helped them to do this. This is also why they love you. They, you've taught them this lesson, or maybe you've spoken about this, like the surrender part of healing and aligning to who you truly are, or the surrender part about a spiritual path that they are on. Maybe you've spoken about your spiritual path and your experiences, and you've experienced, what it is to integrate this lesson of failure, what it is to integrate this lesson of surrender and acceptance. And now they love you for that because you brought that information towards them. It's almost like reassure them that it is okay to go through these things. 27, interesting. The number 27 just popped at me right away. That could be very significant. Also, the number 9, crop circles, messages, curiosity, and signs. A lot of sign synchronicities follow this person when it comes to you. Again, this is something I'm laughing because I feel this person's energy. They're like, they almost like resent you sometimes for every sign and synchronicity that comes up when it comes to you. But they think it's you sending it to them, but it's really not you. It's a divine saying, pay attention. Like, what do you think? You think that this is your person is because it is your person. Can you get to it? Like, are you doing the work? I don't know. There's something like that. They definitely get a lot of messages about you. I'm hearing music as well reminds them of you. Obviously, signs. They're also very curious about what it means to be in love with you this way. It's almost unexplainable to them, the pull that they feel towards you. I don't know why I'm laughing. I just think it's cute. I don't know. All right. With Tiger's Eye, I also have to mention, I don't know why I'm just like picking up on that right now. I'm getting like they're very protective of you, even if you guys are not together, even if you guys are not in communication. I don't know, but this person is very protective of your connection. And they also know that they're very protective. You guys are very protective, period. Like, by the divine, by your spirit guides. They know that while they're doing this growth that they need to work on, and while you're doing the growth that you need to do, like, they know that this is protected as well. That's really beautiful. But they're very protective of you. Look at that. Awareness. I feel like this is this person. You know what I'm seeing it. It's like, because when they first met you, when they got to know you at first, it's almost like you stopped this person in their tracks. You see how this unicorns almost looks like they were running, right? And all of a sudden something called their attention and they're just mesmerized by whatever it is, right? Live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance. Yes, that's you guys to this person. You almost came into their life as a sign and a synchronicity itself. And then everything from that point forward was just signs, synchronicities, I don't know, alignment, messages after messages about you, but not just about you, but the things that you have triggered within this person. You mesmerize them. Imagine like this is them looking at you like, whoa, what is that? And I feel like that's so accurate because of the first part of the reading about like what they noticed about you when they met you. It's like, yeah, you took them it's almost like you're such a beautiful soul that you took them aback. You were like, they were just like, who are you? And little did they know that like tapping into your energy, being in contact with you, being like part of your life for a bit, or like whatever happened between you guys, right, was going to drive them into this beautiful growth that's most of the time they struggle with. Most of the time they're like, why is this happening? But they're getting there. They're getting there. They can't help it because this is how they feel at the end of the day. Like, yeah, they could be a little resentful about certain things, or they could, the challenges and things that you bring up are in itself like, challenging things, right? But they can't help it because they look at you in this way. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Bottom of the deck. Flow. Find an easier path forward. Surrender the outcome. Release the expectations. This could be about you because you could be picking up a lot on how this person feels. I mean, you are in this reading and you're realizing how they feel. Like, it's making sense to you. And you could be a little bit like, so when is this happening? When are we in union? I feel like some of you are not in union. I mean, it was here in the message, you guys, about to You have to wait for this person to go through the things that they need to go through, the growth that they need to grow, the experiences they need to kind of, there's a lot that they need to let go of. There's a lot of inner knowing that they have to, there's growth period, maturity that they need to achieve, that they need to get to. But I feel like it's close. It's close because, again, everything reminds them of you. There's a lot that they receive every day about you. And that in itself could be pointing them in the direction of communicating with you, of trying to like mend this relationship as well. So, yeah, I wish you the best, Pao 2. I hope that this reading helped you. I hope it resonated. And thank you for letting me read for you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you in other readings in the future. Have a good one. Hello, Pao 3. You picked the tiny little cutie Dalmatian Jasper little heart. This is going to be your reading. I was looking at this for a bit. And I was thinking about a Dimension Jasper skull that I gave my brother. Maybe skulls are significant for you guys. I have one here and I have one here. You could be into skulls. This person could like skulls as well. I'm seeing skull tattoos. I'm seeing skulls, period, for some reason. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe also Dimension Jasper. Maybe you have a Dimension Jasper skull carving. That would be super crazy accurate if that's you guys. But yeah, let's look into why this person loves you. First question that we're asking is, what did they notice about you when they first met you? Eight of Cups, and this is also the moon in this deck. Very interesting. I don't even want to move on to the next cards. Right away I got, there's something about the way that you walk away from things that are no longer serving you fiercely. Like you just do it. Even if you have a lot of love, even if you still have a lot of, not necessarily unfinished business, but just you feel like things could work out, but they're not working out, you just walk away. Like you, and it's not in a toxic way. There's something about the moon cycles as well, because they're here, but it's not in a toxic way of you just give up because it gets a little hard. No, you put in as much as you can, but when you realize that there's nothing coming from this, but you over sacrificing, overextending, you walk away. I don't know why that's one of the first things that they noticed about you. I don't know in what context that even happened. Ooh, confirmation. Just got a phone call. But yeah, they definitely noticed that about you. And with the moon, you're very mystical. You're very tapped in. Maybe you work with the moon. Maybe you're a little witchy, and they noticed that about you as well. Wow. Talk about complexities. You're very complex as well. Okay, because we got two cards that are one thing, and then there are also major arcanas in this deck. So this is the Six of Wands, which is about triumph, literally like a celebration because you've accomplished something. But this is also the Tower, which, I mean, it's not a bad card, but it's not like, what is it? You're very transformative. You're very like, you, your energy is like, it's a contradiction. You could be, this person can perceive you as a contradiction. Like they recognize that you are someone that brings a lot of luck and a lot of, what is it? You bring a lot of goodness or just like powerful change, but also you could be a little destructive in that sense. Like you challenge whatever foundation is already set. You're not afraid to change things around. You're not afraid of like expressing yourself wholeheartedly and like passionately in order to incite change on in others, or change in the system that you're around, or something like that. Really interesting. I really like that actually. Ooh, stingray. Right away I get like Kundalini awakening with this because of how the chakras being represented here. We're going to read about this card. Hold on a second. Stingray. Developing confidence, sense of self, or spine. Okay, this person could have met you while you were in a transformation. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's why your energy is like flipping. It's almost like this person met you when you were doing a 180 in your life. And they noticed that about you. They noticed that you were going through a lot of changes. That you were, maybe you were recently letting go of a very big relationship that had a big lesson for you about self-worth. And they saw how you like literally conquered that. You conquered that change, and you changed your entire life around. You changed your entire like foundation for the best. For the best. Okay. The stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when a stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Yeah, they met you when you were doing that flip, when you were ready to just turn everything on its head and head towards who you're really meant to be. All right. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it is inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again, as the force of Dharma growing within the stingray is too strong to ignore. Dharma, like your life path, what you're meant to be doing, your purpose. They met you when you were aligning towards it. And you almost looked a little bit like you were destroying everything around you, and even who you are and what you had and what you didn't have. But really you were aligning to your higher self, to your higher purpose, to your spiritual path. Wow. When in balance, eager wants to grow. When out of balance, blames others and quits. To bring into balance, move through the discomfort. That's literally what you do. They noticed that even though you were going through a lot of hard shit, you still moved through it because you're passionate about the way you're going and what you're meant to be doing. Oof. Yes. Eye of the eagle, rising above the fray. This is literally you. Pile 3. Wow. You set your eye on something. And even though you knew it was going to take a lot to get there, you're going for it. You went for it. You've done it. I feel like you've done it, because even though this is the Tower, this is also the 6 of Wands. So this person could also have kept an eye on you after they met you, and like they realized that you were going through all of this transformation and change. It's almost like they kept track of that. With the moon, you dip deep into yourself, into the subconscious, unconscious, into your shadow self, to really again align to the things that you wanted to, who you want to be, what you want to do for this in this lifetime for others, not just yourself. But you realize that you had to grow first. You had to be the change first. But you've done it. Again, I can't say that enough. You've done it. All right. How do you make this person feel? I'm interested about that, because your energy being so transformative like this, I can only imagine. All right, let's see. 9 of Cups. Again, Yeah, you make them feel like anything is possible. Like, even if it's a wish that you think, and they would think like that it could never happen, you make them feel like it's possible. Make a wish, it'll come true. The fact that we have 8 of Cups and then we have the 9 of Cups underneath. 2 of Pentacles, okay. That was that indecisiveness that we read about, but oh, and the 5 of Swords, okay. Very interesting. Even though you could be this person's wish fulfillment when it comes to love, sometimes they could feel like it's a hard thing to balance between you two. It could be a little bit hard to for you two to kind of come to an agreement about something. I don't know what that something is, but it could be hard sometimes for you guys to see eye to eye. Maybe you guys are going through a period in life right now where in your journey for you two, not just your journey and their journey, like in the journey together, right? You're going through a period in time right now where there's things that need to be balanced, there's things that need to be discussed. There's something that happened, there's some kind of altercation, some kind of misunderstanding between you two that needs to be balanced. But they feel like it's possible anyways, because we started with, it's almost like that's what they're thinking, like their wish is for you two to get out of this energy with each other, but it's like it's possible. They feel like it's very possible. And it also has to do with like the emotional maturity that you two have. Maybe at the same time that this person recognized this in you, that you were going through this process, because they probably were going through it as well. Because it's something, you know, that saying, like it takes one to know one. Like it takes a person who has gone through this or is going through this kind of transformation to recognize that someone else is going through it as well. And they picked up on it right away when they met you. So that could be it too. To the sea, this card always makes me think of the 6 of Swords, which is going into calmer waters again after the 5 of Swords moment. So this is really beautiful. They feel like there's definitely, this is coming up is why they feel like that. They feel, and it's also with the 7, it's divinely orchestrated. Like they're okay. They're surrendering the timing, the how, the when, the who, everything like that, because they know that they're going to get out of this energy with you. It's just going to take a little bit of time, maybe a little bit of alignment from both sides, from both of you. Yeah, patience. That makes a lot of sense. We have 2 18s, 18, 18, and a 9. And these are also 9s. So 999 could be very significant. If you're seeing a lot of 999 or 000, that's usually like the end of a cycle. You're aligning to something new. And that could be this person as well seeing that right now. Like they're realizing that you guys are about to align to a certain, a new cycle between you two. Something that does not encompass this energy anymore. You've worked through this. They're very patiently waiting for this enlightenment here. It's quite beautiful. That's probably why they're keeping an eye on you as well. Because they're waiting. They could also be like trying to figure out if you have reached this kind of place where you're like you have the enlightenment about this connection or something. Interesting. It's like the path is clearing, right? Because it's almost like you're seeing through the bushes or something. But the path is opening up. It's almost like maybe daylight is coming up. There's no more fogginess. There's just going to be clear vision moving forward. But you make them feel like they can be patient for this love. Like they can work through anything with you. That together you can find balance. You can find calmer waters. You can make each other's wishes come true. That's how you make this person feel. Wow. Okay. I feel like I feel like I say, like in my readings, I'm always like, wow, that's beautiful. Like all the time I say that. But that's really how I feel. Like, I don't know why I'm explaining that right now. I don't know why I'm getting sidetracked with that. But I don't know. This could be your energy or this person's energy where like they see the struggles and everything. But at the same time, they're like, this is beautiful. It's a beautiful journey. I still love them. It has nothing, it doesn't matter that we fought. It doesn't, like, I don't know, there's something like that. They see everything beautiful about you. Or it could be mutual, it could be you with this person as well. All right, so what do they love about you? Let's see, what do they love about you? Transformation. The Death card, of course, again, you're very transformative energy. Very transformative. You're always reinventing yourself. You're always growing. You're going through many death and rebirth in your life, in your spiritual journey. They notice it. They love it. They love that you're ever changing, ever growing, like always aligning, always not afraid to like get through the hard shit in life. You're not afraid of the shadow work. You're not afraid of the pain, the hurt. You're not afraid of anything that's considered bad. If anything, you're someone who welcomes it because you realize it is for change and for growth. Wow. Okay, indecision. That makes me think of that Two of Pentacles. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. They love that you're intuitive. You are very intuitive. I think this person and you, whenever you had like a miscommunication or a falling out, it was probably your intuition telling you to walk away from this person. Maybe like we started the reading with that, right? Like maybe you did walk away from this person even though you loved them. And they recognize now that that is something that they love about you. They love the fact that you walked away even though you still have so much love from them. But they walked away because you would recognize that they had growing to do just like you had growing to do. Wow. You definitely do follow your intuition. Even if it's painful, you make those tough decisions. A new earth. It's happening. Keep holding your vision. They feel like you could bring, it's almost like you bring them into a new world, or you bring a new world with you everywhere you go. That's how transformative you are. That's incredible. Something about, they also could feel, because we touched upon Dharma, they also could feel like you and them are connected in such a way that it's going to be like a new they feel like you and them could change the world. That's how like incredibly infatuated with you they are. Like they feel like you could change each other's world. It doesn't have to be the world per se, but if you think about it, like if you are the change that you want to be in this world, eventually that also like exudes from you, right? You share the way that you are with each other, or maybe the way that you love each other. It's going to be very transformative for those around you, for those that know you. And in a way, we are part of a big grand world, but our world is very tiny if you think about it, as far as like the people that we're connected with. So you could bring a lot of change to those people that you are connected with, family, whoever is like closely extended around you. Your love could be very changing for those people, for the world that you're in as well. Like quite literally, the people that form the community that you're part of, or something like that. And you're just a believer. I think you have a lot of blind faith, but also the faith that you have comes from your intuition. Like you just intuitively know that things are going to be different, that the transformation that you've been through is not for nothing. They love that about you, how sure you are of who you are and where you're going, and the things that you want to do for the betterment of not just yourself but others. Look at that. Pentagram, harmony, protection, and the idealism. Exactly. The fact that this is like a web makes me think you're very connected to like fate, or you could be, your intuition could manifest in a way where like you even know like future, or you can look into people's future. You could use divination yourself, but it's not even that you need to. I think you get your messages through like your dreams, or just like intuitively. Maybe you have a lot of clear abilities. Maybe you've actually told this person something and it's happened, and they're like they recognize that you're very intuitive, or you're just very psychic in general, and they love that about you. again with that harmony, right? Protection, and your ideas are grand, but they're grand in a way where they even seem possible when you speak about them. That's how powerful you are. They really love that about you. There's something about you being like a presence who is undeniably just, you make people feel capable of everything. That's not Nine of Cups energy. Like, you carry that energy with you. All right, let's get a final card here for you guys. You're also very positive. Ooh, I just won one card, so we're just gonna shuffle again. I think that was just confirmation for when I said you're very positive. Some of you could be like, no, I'm not. And that was like, no, you are. Oh wow, patience again. Interesting. Pause before you take action. Trust the divine timing is at work. Be patient and play while you wait. Well, there's this alignment happening between you two. You and this person, and being guided to really enjoy the steps that you're taking in life, the things that you're doing, especially when it comes to the soul growth that we were talking about. It's almost like live in the moment, enjoy that, because this person is coming in. You guys are meant to be together, like without a doubt, because of, I don't know, there's just something about fate here for you. Things are being woven together. The web now makes me think that you guys met like online, because I'm hearing the World Wide Web, and I know that's like silly, but that's literally what www stands for, right? www dot blah blah blah. Interesting. Patience is key here. You guys are getting through it. You're doing the work that you're meant to be doing, okay? Don't I don't think you guys do, but maybe this person second guesses a lot, like what's gonna happen here. I think you're just going through a deep transformation. But both of you like that about each other. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, that you like each other. You fell in love with each other for a reason. And I think this person still loves you. And they love you for a reason. So, yeah. Quite beautiful. All right. Thank you so much, Pal 3, for letting me read for you. I really hope that this reading brought you some clarity, gave you confirmation. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in other readings in the future.